Like I told you.
What the hell? What the hell? Peace, YouTube family. This is Kamil Shabazz of Makkadeen International, aka the Nitty Gritty Show, and this is my first show going live on the mighty YouTube. And I must first and foremost salute all the soldiers who are in, I guess, the Negro manosphere and the Black manosphere, and Coach Greg Adams and all these brothers who are out here doing a mighty work. But as we know, there's been a lot of talk about this great conjunction. And I'm here with my assistant right here, my secretary, assistant, my beautiful daughter's mother, this beautiful queen right here, Sister Monique. And once again, I'm Kamil Shabazz, and please subscribe to the channel and like what we're talking about, because I've been putting out videos about what actually corresponds with our book, The Makkadeen, which it took me about 4 years to write, which is in fact my mess, which has been transferred, or should you say packaged into a message. And the message is for boys and men all over the world. But first and foremost, I would be remiss as a black man, as a so-called black man of America, if I didn't take care of my own first and foremost. So the Makkadeen is for all brothers all over the globe. But my responsibility first and foremost, you know, my family. And I love all of y'all. We just go into this conjunction that they've been talking about. You know, that what this mighty, what's that, the sixth member of the planets, this big massive Jupiter, along with Saturn, who is, matter of fact, Saturn, dear, Saturn is the sixth, and Jupiter is the fifth. Big mighty Jupiter. And these energies, you know, is the synergy of the energies. And let me just say that an occurrence like the great conjunction, like they say, as above, so it is beneath, or as it is beneath, so it is above, that we, you know, the universe or the multiverse is nothing but the great macrocosm. And, you know, we're the microcosm. And we have at least 60 trillion cells in our bodies. And these cells every second are doing something. They're doing all types of things. It's like our brains could never wrap around with the things that are simultaneously happening within our bodies. So the same applies to the multiverse. You have simultaneous things happening, like the great conjunction, every second, every nanosecond of the day. And it doesn't matter if you and I are not in the right frame of mind, those energies are not going to work in our behalf. So what we talked about in the Makkadeen is the necessity of having the right mindset, which aligns you up with the positive energy in not just our solar system or the universe, but in the multiverse itself. And all this trickles down into our relationships, because we know that the very most primary relationship that we can ever have is the relationship with ourselves. And as black men, brothers, every arrow, everywhere you look, an arrow is being shot at you and I. No one appears to respect the black man, but everybody wants to be the black man. Isn't that something? Everybody wants to dress like us and act like us and talk like us. But at the end of the day, it appears as though they're all trying to slay us. So the Makkadeen, we're talking about conjunction. We're talking about a coming together. And if you look at the word Jupiter, you have Jew and you have Peter. You know, and that Jew, when you take any an English word that has a J is really a Y. So that's you. And when you talk about Peter, you're really talking about Peter, or Peter, who you know is the creator God, the creator God of Kemet in Egyptology. So this is all about us getting aligned with our creative powers, brothers. What we need is a how-to access to these powers that's within us. Because until we get access to this mighty power that's within us, we're still going to be subjected to the wicked rulers who have been having their way with us due to the fact that we're ignorant to the knowledge of ourselves as men. You know, they say that the law, it is written in the law that ye are all gods. But the Makkadeen law doesn't say that we are all God's children of the Most High God. We say that we are gods, G-O-G-S, God over all gods, because we recognize that God is nothing but the product of man's imagination. Men have been shaping gods into their mental, foolish image for thousands of years. So now we recognize and understand that man is God. And once we come into the full knowledge of who we are, we'll come into our universal power and do what it is we need to do. And everything else will line up. Your family will line up. Your community will line up. Your woman, your children, your finances. Everything lines up when you mind your mind and mind the power and the wisdom that's stored in all of your cells. This is the type of knowledge that needs to be given to boys and men. How it is that you can become independent, solely independent, where you don't gotta rely on government, religion, or handouts. We have been so reduced as men that we gotta rely on help from everybody. You gotta get a just over broke job. You know, you need unemployment. You need that money, that stimulus package, because we have become handicapped mentally. And it goes deep. It really goes deep. It goes deep. But we as brothers, we all got to come together, brothers. We all got to unite. And we got to stop using these channels. These channels that's supposed to be helping our brothers become stronger men as gossip channels. Stop gossiping, brothers. It's time to be men. And it's time to bring the masculine man back. That's what time it is. They're trying to make the real man extinct. That's what they're doing. Gradually wearing away at the manhood of man all day long, all night long. So we're going back to this conjunction, you know, that they say now is in the sign of Aquarius, you know, the age of Aquarius. All of that sounds good, dandy, and rosy, but it means nothing if we're not in the right mindset. If you're not aligned up with the time, as they used to say in the Nation of Islam, the time and what must be done. If you're not aligned up with the time, you're going to be destroyed, because we know time is nothing but an illusion anyway. So those of us who know about self and the internal powers that we have and are working on evolving and bringing them out, we know that time has no victory over us. That's why in the word clock, you have the word lock. You know, in the word time, you have tie me, because it's all made to put you in a cage and put you in mental bondage. So let us, brothers, for starters, I'm going to share a couple of things that we should do on our part to allow this energy to flow through us and assist us in our life at this moment. It's a couple of things that we must do for success, for health, and to overcome this BS virus, so-called virus, with a 99.75 survival rate. Got people scared and wearing masks and all this other nonsense, which is killing people, especially those who have what they call preconditions. We have to stop eating meat. Get off all flesh. Chicken, fish, beef, all of it is contaminated and it's destroying our DNA. Got to get away from all that flesh, which is being cloned and injected with all types of stuff, and it's fake and additives and glues. It's destroying us, and it's interfering with our connection to the universe and the connection to our internal powers. Leave the meat alone. Get off of it. Get off that damn meat. And deep breathe. Go outside and get at least a half an hour of sunshine a day. The vitamin D that's inside of the sun destroys the coronavirus. Go out there and sunbathe, walk, run, exercise, drink water. Those simple things that we should have learned through our parents right there.
You would think so.
Do you have anything to say, sister? Excuse me. Let me move over. Pardon me. Not today. You sure? You got anything to say?
I don't really have anything particular, except that you know that it's really important.
It's really important. There's a lot, this is just my debut. And, it was just time to come out, you know what I'm saying? And show my face to my brothers and the brothers and sisters, and let it be known that the Makkadeen is here to bring love, peace, and elevated understanding. And this is a solution-oriented teachings. We're not here to gossip and talk about people and be disrespectful, pardon me. We're here to tell the truth and to help people come out of this wretched condition that they're only in because they suffer from stinking thinking. I love you, and I'm going to be coming out with an additional segment of what I'm talking about in light of the fact that we're going through this conjunction and what else is going on with Trump, and there's so many things going on, but it's about to usher us into a new realm. You just got to clean up your life. Get off alcohol. Get off all these things that is destroying our health and interfering with our vibration and our frequency. Thank you for listening. You have a blessed day. Let me see.
Yay, first live.
Yeah.